Well, hello, my friends. Do you notice a little bit of a different setting? And today we are not on YouTube. I'm coming to you from my desk, which is how I used to do our videos before we went to YouTube and the studio. We have been very busy here at Michelle Sells Homes. Super grateful for all of it, but it's made it so challenging for me to get over to our studio area and record content like I usually do. So in honor of Memorial Day and the casual feel going into a long weekend, I thought I would just come on here and talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the market. It's a question we get asked all the time, so let's talk about it. All right, so the market this year in 2026 is a lot like the market in 2025. We are still plagued by inventory and interest rate issues. But it's different this year in terms of inventory levels. We're just not getting where we need to be. It's been quite remarkable that way. We really thought this was the year we'd make some strides in inventory levels, but we've done just the opposite. So for example, right now in San Clemente, there's about 105 homes on the market. A year ago this time, we had 166 homes on the market. It's a truly remarkable difference year over year. And the same goes for Dana Point. Last year, they were at 124. This year, 88 homes on the market. Even San Juan, last year, 83 homes on the market. This year, 68 homes on the market. So that has been incredibly challenging for all of our sweet buyers out there. And it's been nice for the sellers out there, though, because they are a much bigger fish in a much smaller pond. But on the flip side, interest rates have also been creeping up, and that's been putting a little bit of a pause for some buyers. And yes, even some sellers who would be selling their house and going and purchasing something else, and those higher interest rates give them pause. So we have seen interest rates go up by about 3/4 of a point since April, since we got into the war in the Middle East. Obviously, everything feels a lot more expensive for people these days, and that includes going out and trying to purchase a home. So we have seen some buyers exit the market. We've also seen some buyers just regroup on their strategy. Maybe they come up with a larger down payment. Maybe they adjust their price point. What it has done for the buyers that are out there is continue to make them super price sensitive. So what we're seeing in the market are kind of two different dynamics as far as listings go and how they're performing. If you've got a home that is an incredible property, fully remodeled, single level with views, that home is going to attract quick attention and probably multiple offers, maybe going up and over the list price. Same thing goes with bread and butter housing that's in excellent condition, like a really well finished home in that first time home buyer price point down here in South area. That might be 1.2 to 1.5 million. If it's a fantastic home, it will go quickly. But for all of the other homes, it's kind of a different market for them. It's a market where you're probably going to see 40, 60, maybe even 80 days of market time. And yes, probably a few price improvements along the way to get there. Now, that might feel like a bad market. It's not. It's actually a very typical market. That's how things used to go before COVID and the great frenzy from all those really low interest rates. Now, all the sellers and buyers out there, that's kind of their expectation still, but that was not a normal market. So for those homes that are taking on the regular route, that's just exactly what it is, the regular route of getting your home sold. That's typically been the process prior to COVID. So the inventory and the market is going to start its shift as well as we move away from the spring market and into the summer market. Summer market is a little bit slower. You have a lot of distractions in the summer, weddings, 4th of July, lots of travel, right? So what we're going to start seeing in inventory levels, we'll probably see them continue to hopefully rise a little bit through about the end of July at the latest. And at that point in August, we're going towards school and other things happening. And that's when we'll start to see inventory flatten out and then start to go down as we move into the holiday season. And the other part that's happening too, as we move from spring into summer, and this is great for buyers, and that is Sellers who have brought their home on the market in the spring and are still not sold, they're going to take one of two actions. They're either going to take their toys and go home. They're done. They're not going to try selling any further. They're going to maybe do that again next year. Or they're going to do a price improvement. They want to get that buyer into play. They want it to be done by the summer. So buyers, pay attention to those homes that have 30 and 60 and even more than that days on market. Those sellers still out there are probably getting more motivated. That spells opportunity for you. So the market, one dynamic and another dynamic, but it is still a really good market out there. It also requires a really, really good strategy for both buyers and sellers. And we're always here to get a cup of coffee and talk about it. All right, up next, just wanted to let you know we are going to be out there on open houses this weekend at a few of our listings. As usual, all the details are below where you found this video in our regular Friday email. And of course, we're always here for any questions. We'll be back in the regular recording area for next week's content. Have a fantastic holiday weekend. Thank you to all of those who have served now and in the past. Your service is greatly appreciated. We have much gratitude for our freedom. We understand it's not free. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you next time. Take care.